By 30, you should already know what you're trying to do. By 35, what you're trying to do should already be in motion. And then wherever you're at 40, you might just relax there, man. You might just relax because that's pretty much who you are, innit? There's no more becoming anymore. To be fair, there's no becoming past 30. But in terms of whoever or wherever you're at or however your mindset is at 40 years old, brother, you might as well just accept that you're that person now, innit? At least in your 30s, man can be like, yeah, you know, I'm trying to build, I'm trying to pattern, woo. 35 is like everything's in motion. Now it's more of a matter of when, not if. When you're 40, wherever you're at, innit? Surely your mind should have already be wherever you want it to be, innit? Like being 40 years old and started talking about like dreams, ambition, and what you're trying to be. I'm not saying you can't, innit? Like obviously you can still run it, but like why did you not do that when you was 30, innit?
30, everything changes. At 20, it's no big deal if you're a useless mess. At 20, 22, 23 years old, you still have the right to be a useless, good-for-nothing screw-up. It's normal. Yeah, you don't have experience and you don't really know.
Developing good habits in your 20s, yeah, makes 30s easier. For example, man was banging gym in my 20s. So like to get up and go to gym now is not really an issue, innit?
Know how to do anything useful, but you're full of potential and nobody knows yet what you might become. To the world, you're like a fresh block of wood to a sculptor, full of possibilities. You're not anything yet, but you could become anything. At that age, that's exactly what you are. Potential. Now, at 30, the problem is, as you start getting close to 30, if you're still a useless good-for-nothing, you start feeling anxious. And with good reason. People start looking at you differently, like, what the hell have you been doing all these years? And you might say, well, I'm the same person I was at 22. Sure. But you're not 22 anymore, you're 30.
And that's the thing, like, you see a lot of men till this day, you see a lot of men when they hit their 30s, everything about them is the same as when they were 22, when they were 18, when they were 16, the way they speak, the way they talk, the way they dress, the jokes they make, the conversations they want to have. Like, bro, you can't be having the same conversations that you were having in your 20s, in your 30s.
To the world, you're no longer a fresh, promising piece of wood full of potential. You're starting to rot. By now, you should be a sculpture. Or at least be on your way, taking shape. At 30, that potential is already fading. It hurts to admit it, but with every year that goes by, you're less mentally sharp. Your abilities are going downhill. That block of wood you once...
You see drinking in your 20s and drinking in your 30s? Big difference, brother. If I go out partying and I go drinking, that's not just costing me that one night, that's costing me at least another 2 to 3 days, bro. Well, not me, because, you know, I recover like fucking Wolverine.
Is really starting to rot. It's normal for people to have less patience with you. You're an old kid, a 30-year-old child, and that makes you feel guilty. Because you know you shouldn't still be an irresponsible, good-for-nothing mess. You know that by now you should have become something. Look, at 30, you're already late. But if you hit 40 and still haven't done anything with your life, you're done. One day, between 30 and 40, the future knocks on your door.
See, what did I tell you about 40s? 40s, wherever you're at, that's where you're going to be at. And bear in mind as a man, whether you want to admit it or not, the world is looking at you as what can you do? Every relationship you have is how can you benefit me? Your missus, how can you help me? How the hell are you going to have a missus and her life is worse being with you than her life was being single? Your kids, daddy, I want to go to Disneyland. Your Marge now needs help, medical bills and da-da-da-da. Your brethrens are now little business ideas. How can you help contribute to maybe what we got going on? Let's invest in this. And if you ain't got nothing going for yourself, then brother, this is how man and men up in this position.
One day, you realize you're just a grown-up kid who never became anything, who never wanted to grow up, who never wanted to become an adult, who never wanted to let go of being a child, who never took responsibility. And that is not a happy day. And you feel guilty because you are guilty. You could have avoided it. You're still on time. Wake up, take responsibility, decide what you want, and start moving. Don't wait for the future to show up just to tell you that you're ruined. Don't let that happen. Everything you just heard in this video.
You see all the shit that was cool when you was teenagers and before you were 20 and shit. All the cool kids and that. It's different now. The cool kids ain't so cool no more. The cool kids ain't cool no more. Because what was cool in your teenage years ain't gonna be cool in your 30s. If anything, you sacrifice being cool in your 20s to be cool when you're in your 30s and plus. Because best believe, life gets better post 30. Everyone always like to say, 30 years old, is an old man age. Bro, let's be honest. That's man them that ain't pattern no nothing, bro. If you pattern life properly, your life gets better with age, innit? If you don't, then it gets worse with age. And on top of that, I think the football thing kind of messed the man them up, innit? Back in the days, being a 30-year-old footballer is like, bro, you're coming close to retirement. Yeah, captain of the football team. The only players that was older than 30 and still rated like that were goalkeepers. Outside of that, post 30 was like, all right, cool. Yeah, I mean, maybe our appearances start dropping a bit. He's bench player, resis, and maybe start moving to another club, start becoming player coach. But bro, if you pattern your life properly, you do what you need to do, you start realizing that the average man don't peak until like 35. Because 20s, you got all the energy in the world, you've got the best physical condition, but you ain't got no experience, no knowledge. You don't know how to do nothing. You don't even know how to fuck things. You don't even know how to lead. You don't even know how to do, you don't know how to do much. In your 40s, yeah, 40s, you have more life experience, but your body don't recover like it did in its 20s. 30s is a sweet spot because you've still got the strength or the energy similar to like in your 20s, but you've got the knowledge of someone that is in their 40s at the same time. So a man life really peaks at about, yeah, mid 30s, bro.